Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to your daily read for Thursday, October 27th, 2022. I do want to thank you so much for your presence and remind you that this is general for the day for all 12 signs. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But we're going to pull an overall energy for the day from the Good Tarot. And then I think we're going to break it down for this specific one for each quarter of the day with the Tattoo Tarot. Okay. Actually, we might use the Light Seers. We'll see. For Thursday. Don't forget to hit that like button. I do appreciate it. What do we have for Thursday? Okay. The Six of Air. Okay, so there may be a focus to an extent on what needs to be cut out, okay? Or for some of which, more so on what was cut out in the past, okay? A focus on doing what's right for you. I got a very Eight of Cups vibe from this, okay? But underneath it all, there is a focus on your work and your finances. But the Six of Air, the Six of Swords, talking about what you need to step away from throughout this day and what you left behind to live a healthier lifestyle. It feels like as well travel might take a focus throughout this Thursday, whether you are thinking about where you would like to travel to in the near future, thinking about past trips in one way, shape, or form. There could be discussion of someone else's travel, okay? However this works for you, I do feel as if you're thinking about expanding one's experiences, okay, in one way, shape, or form. Okay, I just heard where birds fly, you will go. Interesting. Okay, the Six of Swords again for the first quarter. Okay, so that Six of Air is speaking upon the day as a whole, but I really do feel as if it's heavily speaking upon the first quarter, given that number, the same card came out. But all the meanwhile, we have the number 66 coming out, speaking upon this day, angel number meaning wise. I don't know why I feel very much nervous in this energy for the day. That might be why you need to step away from a situation, whether it's at home, at work, certain conversations. It feels like you're not really loving certain energies that you're surrounded with, or one specific one. It feels like people are just making you a little bit nervous, and so therefore you have to just move towards better energy or just a place of comfort. That has come up in these daily reads from time to time, but I keep almost losing my breath, if that makes sense, as I'm trying to convey the messages. Okay, I feel like this one's for the last quarter. All right, we have all four quarters, and we'll further clarify each one with the Small Everyday Tarot. I didn't even realize that I picked up the tattoo, and they wanted me to use the Light Seers. So actually, we'll clarify with the Light Seers. Let's see, what do we have to further clarify? Okay, so the first quarter of the day, the beginning, it feels a bit stressful, but all the meanwhile, you're reaching for your independence, okay? Doing some work for your business, your job, you name it, and feeling as if there's just a need to strive for that ultimate financial comfort, okay? Or just that ultimate success, or both. But all the meanwhile, it does feel like you're being pushed to realize that you're glowing at this time, even if you are feeling a bit stressed all the meanwhile. Bear with me as I get these two cards properly held up. But yeah, it just feels like the energy in the air, the noise in the background, your spiritual connection playing into it all potentially. Or it could even just be all that you have on your plate, but it feels more so what's taking place around you, okay, energetically, experience-wise, and it's that could push you to think about where you would like to drift to. But some of which, drawn to this reading, have a natural an instinct to go to a specific spot. Spirit's saying switch it up, okay? Switch it up in regards to where you feel the need to escape to, okay? And interesting, I had said the Eight of Cups earlier, and here we have it, okay? So in the midst of glowing through some stress that you're dealing with in the first quarter, you're pushed to remember that you deserve better, okay? And that just because you have moments where you bond with somebody, just because you have moments where things are enjoyable right? Whether it's at home, at work, with just connecting with certain people, doesn't mean it justifies levels of chaos that they bring to you energy wise, okay, or disturbance. But yeah, let's continue and pull for the second quarter where we have the Three of Swords, okay? So they're saying some heavy energy. Now, this could just simply be the energy of somebody else that you're picking up on, or it could be more so just carried over effects due to the stress that you began the day with. They're saying, let's not forget, the beginning of your day does sort of, to at least an extent, set the tone for what lies ahead. And so it's this sort of trying to pick up the pieces and begin again, but it might be a little bit difficult to do so. Or it might feel like some people are not making it easy to do so. The Six of Swords, okay? So that is 3 sixes, 666. Yeah, this card just keeps coming out. It just feels like as well you're being pushed to recognize what needs to change in the long run, okay? In a larger sense, when you take a step back in order to heal from all you've been through. But I just feel like in the midst of dealing with this bit of disappointment, even a heartbreak, or just feeling a bit in your feels, emotional, again, even if it's not yours to carry, or all of which, you're being pushed to recognize what you left behind in the past and why you did just that, okay? There's something to realize or to remember in regards to your current day situation. That's going to differ from case to case, but I really do feel as if this is the part of the day where you need to dig for your inner strength, okay? Now, rewinding back to the first quarter, given you know that the second quarter, the wrapping up of the first day, entails this energy, this experience, then you can, in the midst of the first quarter, do your best to dig for your inner strength, but it feels like this push from spirit, from even oneself, needs to come to be in the second quarter. We need to make our way into the second half of the day feeling stronger than you are feeling at those other points, okay? It feels like you're being pushed to recognize in the midst of feeling burnt out and lacking that color, okay? But all the meanwhile connecting with somebody who you're attracted to, at the very least is attracted to you, even if it's not romantic or sexual. But I just feel like you're being pushed to recognize there's a lot of passionate fresh starts in your current day situation, but more so lying ahead for you, okay? It's not all bleak. It's probably in the first half of the day kind of hard to keep one's perspective positive, but it's kind of hard to remember that there's a lot of interesting, is what I'm getting, interesting positive experiences and new beginnings, opportunities ahead for oneself, okay? It's going to be hard not to focus on the negatives. I'm hearing just please be quiet, just please be quiet. It's like, I just feel like somebody around you is not 100% aware when their energy is a little bit out of whack or fully out of whack, right? Just because you aren't in that moment screaming or shouting, talking really loudly doesn't mean your energy is healthy, okay? People can be anxious and not show it externally. Keep that in mind. But we have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles for the third quarter to begin the second half of the day. Let's see what this is all about. And we also have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This seems to be how you're feeling as you enter the second half. It's like, I feel a lot stronger to an extent, right? And just needing to remind myself of all that I overcome and all that I've overcame. But it's like, look at this face. It's like I'm a bit drained and just don't feel the need to, or just don't want to really be overly smiley, or just, find a way to enjoy oneself. Okay, that's going to be key for you. We have the Sun card. Any chance you get at this point to step out into the sun, or just to embrace something that's going to make you happy, it's going to be very, very beneficial. But it just feels like for whatever reason, there's a focus on regrounding oneself and a focus on your money, your career. I feel like any reviewing of your work or anything you produce or develop at this point will feel quite productive and make you happy, okay? May even heal you all the meanwhile. But I also sense that you're being reminded how much you heal others with your energy, your way of being, your high vibration, even when you're not feeling 100% up to it or in your best vibration or energy, okay? But I do sense that you are being pushed to remember that you're manifesting a lot at this time. And so that comes into play when you think about what you're lacking, okay, or desire or wish to experience moving forward. I feel like I said that really weird, but I also feel as if the energy takes a shift in a better direction for the most part at a certain point in the third quarter. It's like, couldn't it have been like this in the beginning? So be it, right? There's only so much you can do, or anything at all. But I just feel like that's reminding you that that shift in energy is leaving you a lot more grounded, happier, feeling like the color is starting to shift on back into one's aura situation, okay? The feeling in the air will just be 10 times better. But I just sense that there's reminders of how much your cup is overflowing due to change recently, even if it's left you with some other obstacles that may remind you of the past, okay? Yeah, they're giving me something very specific, but I'm not going to mention it because I don't feel it pertains to all of what's drawn to this reading, or the majority. We're ending the day with the Four of Wands. Good energy to finish up with. There's a reminder that there's a lot of beauty to experience within your current day situation, and more so moving forward with some adjustments and changes. It's just a true highlighting in the last quarter of the fact that everything is falling into place. But it's just, you need to keep one's perspective healthy, realistic, and on the fact that things are working out for you, okay? Okay, I'm hearing changes in the future, a sort of turning point towards more for oneself will leave you in a wealthier spot, which I feel will eliminate certain obstacles or just certain difficulties at this time. It just feels like money could be necessary in one way, shape, or form to escape an unhealthy or not so ideal living situation, or to not have to work a job, or okay, slave away is what I'm hearing. However ends up working for you. We have the Magician here. Yeah, so that continuation of Spirit reminding you to wrap up the day that you're manifesting a lot. It feels like a very magical end to the day. So you need to keep in mind as you begin and make your way through the first half of the day, which again feels a bit heavy in energy in certain ways. They're saying even when you escape, you're going to end the day feeling quite magical. It will just feel like you have more control than you have been remembering recently, okay? And it just feels like a small bit of manifestation is evident to oneself in regards to love, friends, your work, progress, growth, something of the sort. It could be a little bit of money coming in. I just sense that whatever it is for you, it feels quite gratifying, and it's meant to be. You need to recognize that people respect you, okay? Even those who do stress you out from time to time. I feel as if there's a level of honor and respect coming towards you, and you're reminded that there is a temporary problem or problems at hand, okay? But to pay attention to your finances and allow for oneself to stay on top of things, okay? And your career is taking a true focus at the end of the day, even if that's not exactly what you're manifesting or seeing evidence of which at this point, okay? Allow for oneself to finish up the day with a re-enhanced color about your situation and just feel a bit more refreshed, and try not to overextend oneself, overexude. Just relax, embrace the magical, colorful feeling and the evidence of your manifestations, and make your way into Friday feeling 10 times better. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.